Hello there. You, the viewer watching from Earth? If not, that's fine too, I guess. Do you want to become an Archon? I assume you said yes? Okay, so if you are new to this channel or haven't seen my last video, go check that out since the gods before the Archon War era is explained a bit more on that video. And on that way, hit that subscribe button so you get more cracked theories like this. This video may contain spoilers from Inazuma Archon Quest and more. So watch at your own risk or get out of here and play the damn quest. Still here? Cool. First, let's make a test character with no ambition. Something sparks inside our test character and gets an ambition of some sort. This test character grows up with this ambition ever growing in strength inside the heart. One day, this ambition reaches its peak. What do you think would happen? Nothing happened. Did you think he got a vision or something? Who are you trying to fool? He got a job, started a family, grew old, and died. But if in any case this ambition is similar to of an Archon ruling over Teyvat, they have a chance of getting a vision. Let me explain. When one's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That's what Mr. Thomas said. But from what I observed, there is another rule to getting a vision. You see, the ambition of the person should be similar to a god living in Teyvat. For example, if you want an animo vision, you need to have an ambition related to freedom. Not exactly freedom, but similar in a way. Let's take a look at 5 individuals with animo visions. Jean is the current head of Gunhilde clan and she is shackled down by the burden of responsibility to protect Mondstadt. But if you think about it, no person is 100% selfless. Jean's true driving ambition within her ambition is to set herself free from these burdens. Think about it. She lost all of her childhood in training. Now, whenever she gets free time, she reads novels like a normal girl. Kazuha's motives are similar in a way too. He is shackled down by the burden of being the head of the clan. But he always wanted to become a free wanderer. Others are also similar if you think about them twice. Just like animo vision bearers of other elements also need an ambition that reflects the Archon of that element. Animo vision wielders need an ambition to set their burdens free. Geo vision wielders need an ambition with pacts, goals, and contracts, just like Morax is the god of contracts before becoming the Geo Archon. Ambition of the Archon after this is kind of hazy, but let's see. Electrovision wielders should have an unwavering ambition, just like Amy is set on taking the persona of Fisher. But I'm not sure about others to be honest. Dendrovision wielders are probably wise like Baiju. Hydrovision wielders' ambition revolves around justice, truth, and protecting the innocent, like how the Hydro Archon is said to be the god of justice. Pyrovision wielders are energetic, brave, never giving up, just like Murata is the god of war. Tsaritsa is speculated to be the god of love, but the Cryovision wielders are mostly people with internal struggles. The internal struggle between responsibility and their love for something, or wanting to be loved and to be survived. Now do you understand how this works? Although someone's ambition reaches the needed strength, it's useless if no god can hear this ambition. When an Archon hears this person's ambition calling, they coagulate the ambition into a material object, which is a vision. Let's go back to our test character and assume they have a greater ambition that reflects on one of the Archon's ambitions. Now, they have a chance of getting recognized by an Archon and receiving a vision. Let's say our test subject got a vision, but what now? Every vision wielder's final destination is to ascend to Celestia, but even fewer allergens can attain that. The only person we know that ascended to Celestia is Vanessa. and she had to go through fighting a dragon to overthrowing a whole family and rebuilding a country before even getting permission from gods to ascend to Celestia. My take on this is after getting a vision, the vision collects the holder's ambition like EXP. More work put into the ambition, more XP the vision gets. And after reaching max level of this ambition, the gods notice the allergen and they ascend to Celestia. So yeah, it's not easy to ascend to Celestia. But when compared with what the first Archons had to go through, this is child's play. Okay, now let's say our test character did something groundbreaking and got the attention of gods and managed to get into Celestia. It's time to waste time and watch over what happens in Teyvat until one of the Archons dies and the Gnosis get passed to the next most suitable candidate in Celestia, which is our fellow test character here. How the selection process works in Celestia is still unknown, and there are zero clues on how that works. But I have two possible scenarios. Scenario number 1 is where the Gnosis get passed on to the next in line of this element, but that's kind of boring. Scenario number 2 is where the Gnosis get passed to the person with most loyalty towards Celestia. In other words, most loyal pet of the supreme being in Celestia. Now that sounds cool for a story. And if our test subject is the lapdog of Celestia, they finally have a chance of attaining Archonhood. But this would take maybe hundreds, thousands of years. No one has the patience to wait for so long. Let's consider alternative methods. Best one that comes to my mind is what Saritsa is doing. Let's see how that is done. First, get into Saritsa's army and obtain a delusion and master it in whatever the way is possible. Then do a La Signora and yoink the Gnosis from any Archon who is not Zhongli, cause he will probably wipe the floor with our test character. The best possible choices are Venti, who is the weakest god, and Dendro Archon, who is said to be the youngest of the Archons. But if you fail, it is best to assume it's game over. Now I have given you two choices. The decision is yours. Tell me which path you would choose in the comments. Some people say Baal's motive is different from what the travel trailer said, and I have a theory for that too. Since Raiden is an Archon that came after the Archon War, in how the way I explained before, she most probably got that ambition from the previous Archon too. Omnipresence over mortal. Omnipresence means exist everywhere at any time or eternal existence. There is an eternity in the definition. I don't know, I'm not the one who made English language. Now let's build up a scenario where you become an Archon going in the safe route. But you have to imagine this with me. Okay? Ready? Let's jump in then. One day, you get hit by a truck and get isekai to the world of Genshin Impact for some reason. Although it's kind of impossible for a foreign soul to enter this world, let's just ignore that. You are born into an average family in Mondstadt. You know nothing about this world, nor do you have any memories from your previous life in wherever you are right now. You are just an ordinary baby in Teyvat. You step by step learn how to talk, read, write, and all the natural things a kid would learn. Growing up, your personality is joyful, brave, warrior-like. One day, while playing with your friends, you get attacked by a monster. But a pyrovision wielder saves the day. This moment sparks an ambition in your mind as a kid to become a warrior. You grow up with this ambition burning a bright flame inside your soul. You work hard, train day and night every day. One day, something similar to what happened all those years ago when you were a kid happens again. But no one is coming to help you like last time. You pick up a sword and charged at the enemy with a warrior's will. You hit the monster and the monster started burning up, and that's when you realized the god of war had heard your ambition and blessed you with pyrovision. Now that you have a vision, you join the Knights of Favonius and started climbing the ranks while following your ambition, fighting monsters, battling with treasure hoarder guilds, and one day, your ambition XP count reaches max, and gods notice your contribution to your ambition and ascends you to Celestia. There, your real body is kept, and your soul would travel all around Teyvat watching over other beings. In Celestia, you were the most loyal to the celestial gods, and one day when the Pyro Archon dies, you receive the Pyro Gnosis, and you would take over the position as the next Pyro Archon. Thank you for watching. I'm Mekamin, and remember, this is just a theory. And see you guys on the next one.